Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rose, and welcome to episode 325 of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. This show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe to your favorite and leave a review. Xboxin10.com, no numbers, is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations, and social media profiles you can follow at Xboxin10. To start, let's talk game releases. The big games out last week were Madden NFL 26 and eFootball 2026. The games coming out this week include Broken Lore Don't Watch, Delta Force, To Farmlands, Acres, Beautiful Secura Football Club, Core.sys, Black Myth Wukong, Critter Garden, Golden Knight, Spot Cat vs. the Cheddar Mafia in Europe. Spot Cat vs. the Cheddar Mafia in Europe. Okay. Heart of Ice by Dave Morris, Boulder Dash 40th Anniversary, Discounty, Hurdling, Grit and Valor 1949, Nightica, Sengoku Dynasty, Kalissa, Antarctica 88 4K Remaster, Cyberage, Pets Hidden in the Office, Recycling Center Simulator, and Pocket Mini Golf 2. Now to last week's biggest news stories, and we have 5 to cover this week. Number 1. Helldivers 2 teases Halo ODST crossover ahead of Xbox release. Wesley and Poole at IGN writes, Helldivers 2 looks set for an unlikely Halo crossover after a new trailer teased the arrival of the ODST. Arrowhead's hugely successful PC and PlayStation 5 third-person shooter launches on Series X and S on August 26th as this first Sony-published game on Microsoft's console. The trailer below ends with what looks like the arrival of an ODST on a rain-drenched battlefield, alongside the iconic music from the game. It's all very ODST. The Bungie-developed Halo 3 ODST came out exclusively on Xbox 360 in 2009. You play as an orbital drop shock trooper, or ODST, during and after the events of Halo 2. So this is not the chance to play as what would be an overpowered Master Chief in Helldivers 2, rather a pretty powerful standard soldier. The next obvious question is whether the ODST crossover will come alongside other Halo items, such as its iconic assault rifle and perhaps even the Warthog. Helldivers 2 seems particularly suited to a Halo crossover of this kind, so it'll be interesting to see just how far it goes. Arrowhead announced Helldivers 2 Xbox release date last month. Bizarrely, it comes out the same day as Microsoft releases Gears of War Reloaded on PlayStation 5. Crossplay across all platforms is confirmed, which means PC, PlayStation, and Xbox players will be able to play together. Helldivers 2 launched on PC and PS5 in February 2024 and was a rare live service smash hit for Sony. It is the fastest selling PlayStation Studios game of all time, shifting an incredible 12 million copies in 12 weeks. While player numbers on Steam, which Valve makes public, remain healthy a year and a half on from the record-breaking launch, the Xbox release will no doubt boost the player pool even further. This was an awesome little tease. If you haven't played Halo ODST, it is awesome. The vibe, the music, all of it coming together. I can't believe they never followed it up with anything else. And if you want to see more Sony-published games on Microsoft, then get out and buy this game. I will be jumping off this podcast recording to go pre-order it myself to show my support, even though I bought it on PC. Number 2, Gamescom Opening Night Live. Here's where to watch the big presentation. Chris Scullion at Video Games Chronicle writes, It's Gamescom time again, and Opening Night Live is only a matter of days away. Every year, some of the world's biggest studios and publishers turn up at the Colnemesi in Cologne to show their latest games, be that updates on previously announced titles or entirely new game reveals. The main game show takes place from August 20th to the 24th, with more than last year's 335,000 attendees expected to turn up. Before it all kicks off, however, there's the not-so-small matter of Gamescom Opening Night Live, the stage show where many of the biggest announcements are made ahead of the show's official opening. As ever, Gamescom Opening Night Live will be hosted by Jeff Keighley and will be streamed around the world with plenty of reveals and surprises. Gamescom Opening Night Live will be broadcast on Tuesday, August 19th at 2 p.m. Eastern. Microsoft has already confirmed that Black Ops 7 will be getting its proper reveal during Opening Night Live, so fans of Activision's FPS will want to watch out for that. A new look at Capcom's upcoming Resident Evil Requiem has also been promised, along with the likes of Lords of the Fallen 2 and World of Warcraft Midnight. If you've listened to the show for a while, you know I love all these gaming press conferences. While Opening Night Live hasn't had the biggest of reveals, it's still awesome to see the representation that they have, seeing Call of Duty Black Ops 7, seeing something from the Fallout TV show, and Resident Evil Requiem will immediately have me there. Number 3. Crimson Desert delayed to 2026 due to unavoidable issues, scheduling voiceovers, console certification, and other launch preparations. Vicky Blake at IGN writes, the developer of upcoming open-world action fantasy game Crimson Desert has revealed that single-player open-world adventure game has unavoidably slipped from a Q4 2025 release to Q1 2026. In its latest call with investors, Pearl Abyss said this was due to longer-than-expected timelines arising from schedule coordination and collaborations with multiple partners for offline distribution, voiceovers, console certification, and other launch preparations. The company said a firm release date will be announced, quote, at a more appropriate time based on business considerations, end quote, but did not specify what those business considerations would be. Players can still expect to see Crimson Desert at Gamescom and PAX West, however, as well as Tokyo Game Show. Quote, currently Crimson Desert has been in the process of recording voiceovers, while also carrying out tasks such as console certification in preparation for its release, end quote, Pearl Abyss announced in its Q2 2025 earnings conference call, as transcribed by Gamatsu. Quote, in the case of marketing, we plan to participate in Gamescom and PAX West this August to showcase our open world build, and in September we will join the Tokyo Game Show to strengthen our marketing efforts in the Japanese market, end quote. For the makers of Black Desert Online, Crimson Desert is set in a fantasy world of Pywell, in which you'll discover adventure, uncover wonders, and experience thrilling action as you witness the saga surrounding Cliff, leader of the Greymanes, whose mission takes him on an incredible journey. It's set for release on PC, PS5, and Series X and S. I wanted to highlight this game as it seems like many are disappointed by the delay, which I understand, but this game should certainly take as much time as it needs to get ready. Go watch the trailer for this if you haven't already. To me, this is one of those games that just looks too good to be true, but by some people who have already played the game, they say it is that good. I'm certainly quietly interested in this game. Number 4, Xbox is making it easier to find Play Anywhere titles in your library. Ben Curry at Pure Xbox writes, Xbox Play Anywhere has been a huge focus for Microsoft in recent months, particularly as it builds towards launching the ROG Xbox Ally, and the team is introducing a handy new XPA feature in its latest preview update. Rolling out now on Xbox, players will be able to easily filter Play Anywhere titles within their games library. Xbox Play Anywhere is becoming one of the capabilities filters in My Games and Apps, alongside existing options such as 4K, 120 FPS, ray tracing, and smart delivery features. Quote, for those who like to play games across multiple devices, you can now quickly find your Xbox Play Anywhere games in your collection by using the Xbox Play Anywhere filter found in the Capabilities filter list. Once devices like ROG Xbox Ally are out in the wild, this will be a pretty useful addition. Remember, the upcoming Asus device will technically be running PC games, so it'll be useful to know what games in your library will play straight away on such a device, rather than needing an extra purchase for the PC version. And that's exactly why this is going to become more and more necessary, and people are going to have to be more tuned into this, so that they don't have to buy the game twice if they're going to start playing it on different devices. That's why it's been really nice just going and playing through Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, where I know a lot of these games are playable whether I play them on console, very, very rarely on PC, but more so on cloud or my Fire Stick, or even the Oculus. Like that one night I played Clair Obscur for a couple of hours, and I was so surprised at how well it worked. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox. So who is Arrowhead Game Studios that makes Helldivers? Credit to Wikipedia for this one. Arrowhead Game Studios AB is a Swedish video game development company established in 2008 by students at Luleå University of Technology. Their games included, in 2011, Magica, an action-adventure, in 2013, The Showdown Effect, an action game, in 2014, Gauntlet, a hack-and-slash dungeon crawl, in 2015, Helldivers, a shoot-'em-up, and then all the way 9 years later, the big, the bad Helldivers 2 that took over the world for a few months, a third-person shooter. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe to your favorite podcast service, share it with your friends, leave a review, and follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. This past week, I did a little cleanup of Mario Kart World Tour. I think I have one more character to unlock. I unlocked Mirror Mode, I gold starred every Grand Prix and Knockout Mode, and I don't know yet what I'm moving on to next. I am going to be buying Helldivers 2 after this, so maybe I'll play that for a little bit on Xbox, as I only played, 10 or so hours on PC, but really enjoyed my time with it. My name is Brandon Rose. You can follow me on Xbox at Brosa93. Hope you all have a great week, stay safe, and keep on gaming.